special one. Carson, step up center. Are you ready for showtime, Sean Porter?
We're gladiators. People mend boilers, people, plaster walls. I get punched in the face for a living, that's what I do.
The moment Kel Brook had craved for 20 years had finally come. Message for the fans back home.
I don't know what's happened yet. I'm buzzing. 20 years I've been wanting to become a champ, and now I've come to his backyard and I've took it from him. The night don't get any better than last night. I haven't been to sleep at all. I've been walking around California on my own, 5 in the morning, just screaming.
The world is in trouble.
It was this track that saw jungle music cross over into mainstream British culture in the 1990s. Emerging from London, it quickly became a huge underground movement.
If it melts the radio, you got something serious in your hands, which is what Incredible did. Hearing something that sounds like, what is that? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's one of them kind of songs, even me for myself, because I was a reggae man. So for me hearing my voice in this kind of, on this different kind of platform, and everything was blessed, released the track, and it came out, boom, number 7. In the national charts, and we did Top of the Pops.
The spin-off of Jungle, Drum and Bass, brought major success to names like Goldie. But years later, The General was again under the international spotlight.
Everywhere I've gone in the world, people have talked about, oh, they used your track in the Energy movie. Took me to a whole new audience that weren't necessarily from the jungle or the reggae scene. They were just people who liked the movie.
And he's an internet sensation all over again, drawing millions of hits for his appearance alongside grime stars on the BBC's urban music radio station 1Extra.
The original dancehall jungle is there.
Who knows, but some of these incredible sounds could be enjoyed by new jungle fans for generations to come. Shamir Masri, BBC Look North.
Incredible.
Sheffield band Bring Me the Horizon have a global fan base that's still growing. They're one of the biggest names in music, and like most bands, started out wanting to have some fun and just play a few gigs.
The thing is, I think it were easier back then to do gigs. Like, they were way more a scene.
You didn't really have the pressures of like what you have now either. Like when we started a band, we didn't really even expect to really get anywhere with it. We just wanted to make a band and play some shows and that.
Over the last decade, the band have transformed themselves into an international success story, yet they've remained Sheffield-based. Actually, they originate from across South Yorkshire, from Stocksbridge to Rotherham and nearby Maltby.
Sheffield's always had good music, big rock bands and stuff too. Def Leppard and Richard Hall, yeah.
It's a city that nourishes me and has given me so much. I think it would be a bad idea to miss it out.
And Arctic Monkeys obviously and stuff like that. It's a good city to be from if you like music.
It may be a surprise to their predominantly young fan base, but they grew up watching Look North, but weren't always happy with what they saw.
I've seen Arctic Monkeys on there actually, and I was like, Arctic Monkeys because they're from my school. I was like, they're not big, I don't like them. Like, and I remember being really jealous because our band was just starting. And that's for some reason embedded in my memory, like that Look North interview.
Yeah, I think that was my fault.
Shamir Masri is at the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield for us this morning. We're really... Oh, look, you've got the podium and everything. How exciting. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Yes, we're here in Sheffield at the English Institute of Sport, which is the home of the Team GB boxers. We're actually stood in the ring that was used in the London 2012 Olympics, which proved to be so successful at the Copper Box. And joining us is Natasha Jonas, our guest this morning. Good morning, Natasha. Thank you for taking the time out. Obviously, we've got Nicola Adams tonight, but last night, Joe Joyce had a great result, getting through to the super heavyweight final. He did brilliantly against the Kazakhstani fighter.
Yeah, I mean, Jo's relentless.
I mean, any Olympic final's not going to be easy, is it? But what's key for Nicola? She's got great boxing skills, great footwork. She's a real all-rounder. She should have plenty to trouble the French woman.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sarah's a little bit shorter than Nikki is. Nikki's got a massive reach. It's worked for Nikki twice. I think she's been down in the first round and she's come back and won all the others.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, we're all hoping she can do it tonight and bring home another gold. But we'll be here a bit later this morning. It's a bit quiet at the moment, but the boxers will be arriving in a little while to start some training. So hopefully we'll be able to chat to them a bit later.
Oh, I look forward to that, Shamir. Thanks very much.
Now, we're hoping that they can both come home with a gold medal. And the Nicola fights in the final tonight against French fighter Sarah Oromue, and Jo Joyce fights tomorrow. So hopefully they can come back with golds for us. Now, some of these guys, you could be seeing them in Tokyo in 2020. They're part of the development squad here at Team GB Boxing, being put through their paces by their trainers. And also I'm joined by Crystal Barker, who is also in contention for a 2020 place. And Crystal, a lot of people that have been watching the boxing may not realise how important the feet are in the ring in terms of your footwork. Just demonstrate how you move in and out and make yourself avoided and can get your punches across.
Yeah, footwork is crucial. The aim of the game in boxing is to hit and not get hit. So you need to get into range, get out of range, step to the side, punch, step to the side, punch. And once you've cracked your footwork, then everything will be fine after that.
Yeah, brilliant. And obviously you'll be hoping that Nicola can come home with gold tonight.
Yeah, she's worked hard, so she deserves it, so she should get the gold tonight.
Brilliant. Fingers crossed for that. Now, let's go and speak to our guest here this morning, who's former Olympian Natasha Donis. Natasha, everyone's looking forward to Nicola's fight tonight, but for her style, her footwork is key, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as you can see from the lads here, it's all about the small movements. It's the movement into attack and the movement back to get away from shots. But it's also with Nikki is the switch hitting. So she can use both stances. She can fight right-handed orthodox or left-handed southpaw.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're expecting her French opponent tonight, Sarah Oromue, to come forward, which will suit Nicola's style, we hope.
Yeah, I suspect that she'll come forward and keep trying to attack. And Nikki's going to be using these little movements with her feet to get out the way, but also to just wait and time to throw the shots and get them off.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure you'll be screaming at the television this evening.
It is. You can always see so much stuff when you're outside of the ring, but it's so much harder when you're in there. You've got split seconds, everything happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Natasha. Well, we'll hope that Nicola can bring home gold. We'll be watching her fight later tonight, but we'll be back in around an hour from the IS.
Yeah, I'm very pleased I'm not in that ring, and I think you're quite wise not to be in it either. But they certainly look very, very fast and determined. Thanks very much.
The other good thing about it, in the opening ceremony you had the Arctic Monkeys, and the closing ceremony you had Kaiser Chiefs, and like representing that kind of like young guitar music. So that was good for us, I think. Good for Yorkshire.
Absolutely. And talking about Yorkshire, we're back here in Yorkshire.
Yeah.
What's it like to be back here at Leeds Fest?
Well, it's fantastic. I slept in my own bed last night and then got up late, and now we're here. All the families are here. Loads of kids, loads of parents, which isn't great because you can't, get up to naughty stuff. But yeah, it's really good fun. How are you feeling, Si?
Definitely, yeah. I finally think I've sorted everybody I know out for a guest list.